Hey everybody, thanks for joining us for Grown Man Record Night. We tried to do this stand-up last week, and I swear to God, it was not my fault. The internet dropped out, like the straight-up modem just went from like 4 bars to like, bam, bam. It was terrible. So anyhow, this is a new feature. Dig of the week. First of all, thanks everybody for joining us. I mean, we got a lot of great music this evening. I picked up some new wax today, and I'm really stoked about it. There's really good records in here. We're in this funk mode right now with George Clinton. Computer Games. Wet. It's a really dope record. But anyhow, we tried to introduce this feature. I had some new graphics for it, and I was really stoked about it and everything last week, called Dig of the Week. Spent some time on Photoshop, and then get hosed by Time Warner. Bunch of bitches. But anyhow, the pick of the week from last week was this record called the Dave Pike set. It's called Infrared. I picked it up at Earshot in Winston-Salem and didn't know anything about it. Asked Fred, the dude that fucking runs the place up there, and he didn't know anything about it. So we put it on the platter and listened for a little while, and it was cool. I mean, it had jazz elements and all kinds of weird vibey elements. Hang on a second, I'm going to set this still down. I did want to mention, one of the things when I'm looking at records, I'll take a look if it lists, some of the old school records will actually list the instruments. And if I see an instrument, then I'm like, oh man, it's a, harpsichord. If it's a harpsichord, I'm like, well, that's dope. I like harpsichord, so I'll pick that record up. I mean, people don't do this stuff nowadays. So anyhow, this Dave Pike record, I picked it up and looked right here, and it was like kind of listening to different people and like what they played. And I was looking like Dave Pike, vibraphone, percussion, toys. That's cool. Bongos, vocals, velvet vibrations. Velvet vibrations. That's a little hippie. And brown and yellow. Wait. Brown and yellow, comma, brown and yellow, comma. So he's saying brown and yellow. Those are some of the things right there, son. Right there. Brown and yellow. I mean, brown and yellow. It's pretty much, that's 2 of my favorite instruments. I'm a guitar man by nature, but brown and yellow's got to be at least in the top something. Anyhow, but it had all these weird instruments, so we put it on, hang up an E7, diversified something. I don't know. These guys are on something. I think they're on something. We should get the DEA to look into this mess because these guys are on something. But anyhow, this Dave Pike set, it was really good, really jazzy, had some elements of funk, a lot of vibe, and it's on the BASF label, and this is the 1972 pressing. I looked it up. The 1970 pressing is like $100. I mean, it's like big time business. And this apparently is the second pressing, and it was like, you can maybe snag it for 30. More than likely, you're going to see it for 50. So it was a definite dick of the week because I paid like $5 to it, and hey man, I ain't mad at this for $5 any day of the week. So, but anyhow, that was actually the pick of the week for last week. And like I said, we had some bandwidth issue problems and whatnot. Not my fault. I'm wearing my Arby's shirt, by the way. I used to work at Arby's, like coming up through college and whatnot. I worked at Arby's for a long time, man, and I appreciate it. I mean, there's a lot of folks out there that helped me out along the way. Arby's is one of them. I ain't gonna front, man. I worked for Arby's for a long time. I worked at Coliseum, pretty cushy job. I was able to play music and handle business and do what I wanted to do, and still go to Arby's and make some loot to pay my car payment. And my man cleaned out the storage little room earlier and found this shirt, and I'm like, I don't know, man, this is kind of a dope shirt, and it matches some stuff I got, so I'm just gonna rock it. And it's kind of dirty still. We need to wash some of these roast beef stains out of the deal, man. I don't know what's going down. I mean, that's obviously roast beef stains. I mean, let's not front. It's an Arby's shirt, for crying out loud. Anyhow, before this damn record ends and I screw all this up by just running my mouth too long, let's check out the pick of the week for this week. And this is from quite a while ago. I picked it up at one of my spots in Winston-Salem. I ain't gonna tell you where. I might later. If you want, inbox me. I'll do it. I found this this record by this band Oregon, right? Like the state, and it's called Music of Another Present Era. All right, and it looks real hippie. It's from like gee whiz, what I don't even know what year this is. 72. This is from 72, and so I turned this thing over, and it's got these guys on it right here, man. I mean, you talk about hippie business. That's some hippie business. There's a sitar. Anyhow, it's like kind of this jazzy world music, hippie business kind of going on, and but anyhow, it's a really great record. I grabbed it for a couple of bucks. And it's not one that's around a whole lot. It's not one you're going to see just cruising through your local Goodwill. And it was really good, man. It's real trippy and kind of sitar-y and 60s and makes you want to go sit out in a field and hold hands with some people. I don't know. But anyhow, we'll check that out later when the mood kind of strikes us. But we're going to get back. Like I said, we're jamming George Clinton Computer Games right now, which is another great record. This is a great record. I picked it up. I think it's one of the later Clinton albums, but it's still, man, it's got all these computery looking jobs on here. I don't know. That's pretty neat. I love George Clinton. George Clinton and the Parliament piece of you. Come on, man. All right, so I'm going to shut up, and we're going to go back in here and, take a shot and listen to some more of this music. The funk's going to squeeze into some rock and roll music here coming up shortly. I thought I'd try to throw a shout out to my boss last week. Mike Leach, he hooked me up with some business, and I wanted to throw it back out there because it got cut off, and that's just baloney. And my man Steve Jones, we were digging today. We hit the crates hard. We went through like 25% of the spot. And we both came up with some gold. I got a big old stack. We're going to play some of it tonight. Big old stack, man. And, a couple bucks a record. And I got some business in there, son. There's some business. Picked up some business. And we're still only 25% on the spot. So we'll be back, and we're going to clean this spot out because there's just all kinds of stuff going all over the place in this place. But anyhow, we're going to get back to it. And I don't want to ruin your evening by running my gums. We're going to go back to some George Clinton. We're going to fade it into some other tight business. I don't know what. And we appreciate you hanging out with us. Stay tuned for another new segment, Chip Chat, coming up, man. I know all you mugs out there love some potato chips, right? Everybody loves potato chips. So we're going to do a little segment about potato chips. And I'm going to tell you about some new flavors and some new deals and all this stuff coming up. And, hey, man. You got to keep your potato chip game sharp. So coming up, we're going to do that. So thanks for checking out our first segment of Dig of the Week. This will be a weekly deal. And stay tuned for more Grown Man Record Night. Thanks for hanging out.